Hello everybody! Welcome to the next live stream. A lot of you is already here. Martin, hello. Benjaminus, hi, welcome to the stream and thank you very much for joining me today. Travis is here as well. And hi Alex. Yep, that's right, the A310 is... yeah, I think I flew it just once, maybe twice, if I'm not mistaken. In the stream, but it's a nice aircraft, and I decided to go with Air India here into Leh. Hi Drini, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining me as well today. Yep, and let me see. There we go. I think you guys are over there. Yeah, exactly. You are over there, guys. Or at least I think so, I'm not sure. Boris, are you the SpiceJet one? That's right, Alex. Yeah, so here is at least Drini. And I'm not sure if this is Boris here in the SpiceJet 737. I think so. So we all three go to the airport of Leh today in... Oh, maybe he's here. Never mind. Oh, maybe? Yeah, here's another SpiceJet over here at Victor... I think it's Stan Victor 12. Yep, exactly. Yep, perfect. Wonderful. So welcome to the stream. Welcome to the simulation, guys. And thank you very much for joining me. So... today we're going into Leh Airport, which is in the Himalaya, and it's gonna be a very, very interesting flight with a very challenging approach, I should say. It's really difficult. I just flew it once yesterday, so the thumbnail for today is from yesterday's test flight. So I just flew it once, and I can tell you guys, it is really, really difficult. So there is actually, it's a military airport, and normally, well, there is civil movements as well, but there are no charts, and that's the biggest problem. Perfect. Yeah, so there are no charts. That means that we basically have to vector ourselves into the airport. That's kind of difficult because normally you get vectors by the ATC, but we won't have ATC for today, so that's gonna be quite interesting. Also, the airport is surrounded by very high terrain, and also a very high altitude airport. I think the landing elevation is about 11,500 feet, so we have to use more thrust than usual. And also, this airport can only be flown to in the morning, because otherwise in the day it's getting too hot. So that is why this airport is actually really, really challenging. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Alex. That's roughly how it is. So I'm really looking forward to that. So yesterday's flight was not that good actually. I had to go around twice actually. So yeah, I'm quite curious about today's flight. So we do the chocks in. Jetway is already connected. There is also no weather information. So we need to either use weather information from a nearby airport, or we just simply don't have it at all. So yeah. Yeah, Drini, it is really difficult, so I just hope that you checked the document I sent you, because nicely on Iveo, they did actually a kind of a briefing. They did were charts or manual or whatever with suggested waypoints which are flown in the real world. We don't have to use it, but it is a lot easier if you use it, actually. So, yeah. So we have 195 passengers on board. We have cargo of 4.9. And we have fuel today of 18,000 tons. I used 30 minutes of extra fuel. Because in case I need to go around, I just want to be sure that we have enough fuel on board. So 18 tons, and then we just go and apply. Let's see. The takeoff weight is to be estimated 118 tons, and we have 118.66. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Yep, exactly. That's the one I mean, Alex. That is the one I mean, and that's the only, basically the only information we have. So zero fuel weight is 100.5, and takeoff weight is 118.1. That's perfectly fine. We have a zero fuel weight of 20 CG of 26.5 and 0.8 up, so 26.5 26.5 is set. Rest doesn't really matter, and we have average ISA of plus 14, so we have actually minus 42 only. Oh, yep, I know, minus 42 set. And we have a cruise wind of 262 at 31, that is correct. Yeah, well, we will see. It's landing only runway 07 and departing only runway 25. So we will see, we will see. I checked flight radar, and actually the aircrafts on flight radar are indeed flying the same routing. Or basically, I should say roughly the same routing. It's of course it's a visual approach, so it's not always the same. But yeah, overall. Okay, so let me see. Flight plan. So departure out of Mumbai, we're gonna take runway 27 today with the Anoli 2 Alpha from runway 27. Costing like 35, that might be okay. We can do the destination forecast already, for the descent at least. Cruising flight level will be 370 today. Then we have flight level 200, which is 46 at 5. Let's see if this is working. 246 at 5, perfect. And then we have 100 with 31 at 3. That's basically already the touchdown wind here. Yeah. Okay, now we check the departure. Yeah, you will see that's not...
Mumbai traffic, hello, despite that 819 now, 91, where the propulsion started, gate Victor 23.
So runway 27 is gonna be the departure, and the runway is 3,484, so 3,400 meters roughly. Surface is dry, runway heading is... good question. 270. Oh, there we go. 269. Oh, no, that's not right. 269. The wind. We can check the wind actually because we have a meter here, of course. Oh, and we have tower online. We have a tower online, and therefore we already have an ATIS 126.4. Let's double check that. What is it? 126.4. I often accidentally click the parking brake here because I cannot really change the frequency if the parking brake is engaged. So there we go. And we check the ATIS. That's what I mean.
Visibility 3,500 meters. Weather haze. Clouds scattered at 2,000 feet. Temperature 31. Dew point 25. QNH1.
No, the runway is 3,400. Did I?
Nozick. This was Mumbai International Airport arrival and departure information. Bravo.
Bravo is current. Okay.
Clear arrival and departure information. Bravo. Expect ILS Zulu approach runway 27.
Yeah, runway 27
runway
is in use.
27. Transition level 55. Wind 210 degrees 7 knots, gusting 17 knots. Visibility 3,500 meters. Weather haze. Clouds scattered at 2,000 feet. Temperature 31. Dew point 25. QNH1008. Trend. Nozick. This was Mumbai International Airport arrival and departure information. Bravo.
Okay, so that is now checked. Did I type in 340? Oh, that's of course wrong. 3,400. 31 degrees, QNH is 1008. We have a takeoff weight of estimated what did I say? 118.1. Okay, flaps gonna be 15, air condition of course on, and we're gonna calculate. Okay, there we go. Flex 59, 135, 36 and 61. 35. Oh, come on. 136, and the other one I have to type in here, but flex temp is 57, so we turn these on. Well, actually auto thrust can be off. Now we set here V1, V2, and we have a flex temp of 57. 57, that is set. According to the charts, our initial climb is not published. So let me see. I'm just checking here before we contact tower. We're going to Isris, which is over here. Okay. Yeah, there is no information. But we can now quickly board, and then
boarding requested.
We're basically ready to go. So I'll get rid of the music here for me, and then we could go over to Mumbai Tower, or we prepare Mumbai Tower. 118.1.
Do you want to board crew?
No, passengers straight.
Passengers boarding
come on.
started.
118.1. There we go. 118.1 is set in the standby, and I think we are now ready to at least call for the clearance, I'd say. So, switch over. I have to change this frequency here because otherwise I'll get transmissions here. There we go. We can set the trim already to 0.8 up, which is roughly over here, and then we call Mumbai Tower. Mumbai Tower, very good morning. This is Air India 461 with information Bravo on board, type A310 at Victor 13, requesting clearance to Leh. I don't know if Leh is the correct.
Air India 461, good evening, Mumbai Tower, clear to destination Leh. Via Anoli to Alpha departure, dismiss transition runway 27. Initial climb flight level 070, final flight level 370, walk 0257.
257. Clear to Leh via the Anoli to Alpha departure is risk transition. Initial climb is flight level 70, 370 for the cruise, and 0257 in the box for Air India 461.
Air India 461, lead back right, report ready for push.
We will report ready for push, Air India 461. So we select 7,000 here. 7,000 is set. And we set the runway heading here as well. 269. Okay, set. Now QNH is 100. Oops, nope, that's the wrong one. 1008 29078, and that's actually could be.
Mumbai Tower, good evening, good morning, sir. Pilot 18 Bravo Tower, requesting clearance to range.
So,
good evening, Mumbai Tower, clear to destination Leh. Via Anoli to Alpha departure, dismiss transition runway 27. Initial climb.
Okay, yeah, I have no idea, maybe.
370, walk 0254.
Yeah, you can see the haze here in the background. By the way, we have an early morning, so sun is coming up.
Runway 27, I want north 28 Alpha departure, eastern transition, initial climb, flight level 070, final 370, and close 0254, budget 18 Bravo Tower.
Okay, so flex is set. Actually, what I'm gonna do here right now is I hope that I don't have to return to Mumbai because of any mistake, problem, error, whatever.
India 245 is ready for push and start.
So I set the landing elevation already.
Facing south on taxiway Bravo 1, QNH 1008.
It takes some time, that's why I set it already.
South on Bravo 1,
I mean, flight is long enough, but still.
For Air India 245.
2950, or is it 2850? I can't remember. Let me let me quickly check. Landing elevation is 10850. Okay, 10850. Maybe, yeah, we will see. We will see. Okay, we want to set VR as set. What is that bug over here? Oh, flaps up, I think. Okay, so we just wait for the final bits of luggage here, and then we are ready. So By the way, were you able to hear the announcement? I'm not sure if you could hear that announcement here. Actually, that's weird.
And Mumbai Tower, SpiceJet 8 inbound Charlie, we are ready for push and start.
SpiceJet 18 Bravo Charlie, set for 0254, then request for push and start.
Okay, where is this? I set up a...
And
SpiceJet 18 Bravo Charlie.
I actually thought that I have set up everything, but apparently I haven't. So here it is, it's active.
And Mumbai, this is SpiceJet 8 inbound Charlie. Could you just confirm that we are clear for push and start?
SpiceJet 18 Bravo Charlie, clear for push and start, facing southeast, QNA to 1008 on taxi hotel.
Clear for push and start, facing southeast, 1008, SpiceJet 8 inbound Charlie.
Yeah, I don't know where this sound... So I just hope that you were able to hear the announcement I just played. Otherwise that would be really boring. Or actually I could turn off this one. Actually, I now join my own stream and listen if I can hear it. Just give me a second and then we are ready for pushback actually. 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 Okay, you can't hear it. Okay, you can't hear it. Interesting.
Once again, we would like to
Okay,
remind you
here
that
it
this is a non-smoking flight.
Interesting.
So please refrain from smoking.
Interesting.
So please refrain from smoking.
Okay, so anyway, I don't know why it's not working. Anyway, I don't know why it's not working. Turn the sound off again. Okay, and we are ready for push, I'd say. Flight director is on. Why is it so dark? Okay, anyways. Mumbai Tower, Air India 461, stand Victor 13. We are ready for push and start.
Air India 461, set for 0257 and request for push.
Yep, sorry about that. 0257's coming in. Air India 461. And we are, of course, not yet ready. I need to start the APU first. Get on the fuel pumps here. Get on the heating system. Oh dear lord, I forgot everything. Get colder here.
Air India 245, ready for taxi.
Air India 245, taxi to Holding One, November
Now
127.
we're setting up the
Via Bravo
APU.
1, Charlie 1, Mike 4
And 02.
to Holding One, November.
57.
Taxi to holding point for runway 27 via Bravo 1, Charlie 1, Mike 4 to holding point runway 27, Air India 245.
Air India 245, please confirm holding point November 1.
Okay, now
Holding
we
point
checked the
November 1 for Air
APU.
India 245.
Interesting. No information about that. So it's not yet up.
Air India 461, clear for push and start, facing east on hotel QNA 1008.
Push and start is approved. Facing east for Air India 461. Okay, so now why is the APU not up yet? APU generator should be available. Oh, accelerating. Okay, now it's coming in. Okay, let me see. It should say available here once it's ready. I have no idea actually what the longest flight is. I have to pass on that. So EGT is coming down and it says available, and now it is. Okay, perfect. So get off the external power and additional services, dismiss the GPU, turn on the beacon lights, and then we prepare for pushback and departure. Yes, I want to request pushback, please. Oh, there is... He just pushed back and there's an A330 just spawning. So, oh yeah, beacon lights are on, perfect. Okay, we set transponder mode on.
Hello, Captain, we are ready for pushback.
Flight time today is about 2 hours. Maybe 2 hours and 10 minutes. And we check the cabin here.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Still a little bit hot here. We do APU bleed on, of course. There we go. Now we have some air temperature, air cool down as well.
And 461, stop, pushback, then further instructions due to traffic.
Yep, sorry about that. We are stopping the pushback, Air India 461. Yeah, we just took too long. I forgot to set everything up, so that's my mistake here.
Air India 245, winds 200 degrees, 07 knots, gusting 70 knots, runway 27, click for take.
Oh, there is someone. There is someone departing. Okay, so we're just now waiting for Boris to start taxiing. Boris, are you ready for taxi?
And by the taken down shall be ready to taxi.
Private 18 Bravo Charlie, taxi rolling on November 1, runway 27, via Hotel Mike 7, November 1 to holding point, November 1.
Taxiing to holding point from runway 27 via Hotel and Mike 7, target 18 Bravo Charlie.
Private 18 Bravo Charlie, please confirm holding point now.
Could you say that again, please?
Please confirm holding point November 1, private 18 Bravo Charlie.
Holding point number 1, target 18 Bravo Charlie.
India 461, please start your pushback after the crossing of the previous traffic on Hotel.
After the passing 737, we start our pushback, Air India 461. And there's the departure. Is that you, Drini, departing here right now? In the foggy morning over Mumbai. Okay, so GSX and continue pushback Yes, I want to request pushback, and I want to have nose to the right, please.
Looking gear.
Area 245 no further it is available. Monitor income 1 to road is managed to say. Navigate.
Come on, Boris, continue taxi that I can push.
Bye bye, Air India 245.
Could you just continue, please? Yep, I know we just have the 737 behind me. We're pushing in about 5 or 10 seconds whenever he's moving again. Yeah, and now he's moving again.
Release parking brakes.
So, we release the brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Did I remove the chocks here? No. Now I did. That's weird. So GSX is pushing even if the chocks are set. Okay, so get rid of these. It's quite likely that we have a problem with the wheel heating. Anyways, we go to engine start. Start number 2. Oops, come on. N2 is rising. And fuel flow in. Okay. And we start the engine number 1. Generator is kicking in.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake is set.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
And we select flaps 1515. I have set my current time to 042 Zulu, I think it is. Yep, 042 Zulu. Yeah, I have ATS off. I will turn that on now. Then we get ignition back off.
And pilot system power channel is holding at November 1.
Engines are stabilizing. Flaps are set to...
Door track disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Oh yeah, sorry, November 1 and
Just wait a second. Yeah, 15 is set. Wing lights, we can turn on the taxi lights here.
Is it 18 Bravo Charlie, wings 200 degrees 0 north.
Thank you very much for the subscription then. Thank you very much. So... Anti-flight controls check. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you very much for the subscription. So, full right, full left, that is fine. See the trim again, 0.8 up. And we can do the takeoff config test, which is okay. Flaps are set, taxi lights are on. Air India 461, we are ready to taxi.
Air India 461, taxi to holding point November 1, runway 27, via Hotel Mike 7. November 1 to holding point November.
Taxi holding point November 1, runway 27 via Hotel Mike 7 and November 1, Area 461. Okay, so parking brake, come on, parking brake release. And now we need to continue on the hotel, and we turn on right on to mic 7, which is this one here. And then we continue to the runway. APU can be turned off again. Therefore APU bleed can be off as well. Auto brake set to max. That's actually an interesting departure config test, if it's not reacting if I haven't set the auto brake to max then. Ah, precise, okay. Yeah, thank you very much for the subscription, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good night. So right side is clear, left side is clear, sun is coming up. So we're having a nice daylight flight here, as it is supposed to be.
Thanks so much for the service and have a nice day. Bye-bye. Spider Seat tomorrow, shall we?
I get it. I just 1807. See you.
So seatbelts is on. Oh, by the way,
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and the entire crew, welcome aboard. Now we request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft.
you know what? I did something
When
wrong.
the seat
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Air India. Before we take off, we would like to inform you about the flight safety features and procedures of this aircraft. Please pay close attention to this.
Mumbai Tower, good evening, Saudia 772, we have information Bravo.
With
Have a
the
good flight, Boris.
in the interest of safety, please ensure that your mobile phones are switched off in transmitting mode, such as flight mode or airplane mode, throughout the electronic items may be used after takeoff prior to consulting the cabin crew. Please ensure that all your hand luggage is properly stored in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you.
Clear to the Jet Airport via the exit to Alpha, the set transition, runway 27, and this is time flight level 070, expect 360, minutes after, and the squawk is 0352, Saudia 772.
Then pull the loose seatbelt strap. To release the belt, lift this seat belt taking off. And whenever the fasten seat belt sign is switched on during the
thank you very
flight.
much
For your
to
own
holding points,
safety,
but
we would
need
advise
another
you to
few
keep your
minutes
seat
as we
belt
have
loosely
still,
fastened throughout the flight.
safety announcement running.
Please keep your seats in
Air
a
India
upright
461
position.
Roger, report back when you're ready for departure.
Footrest,
We will report ready for departure.
in-arm
Air
video
India
units,
461.
and handsets. Infants should not be fed during takeoff, landing and turbulence when the seatbelt sign is on. During takeoff and landing, the infant should be held. Seat-mounted emergency escape path lights will illuminate and guide you to the nearest exit. Passengers seated next to the exits should familiarize themselves with the operation of the
Yeah, I
exits.
started it a
Please
little bit
contact
late,
our
but I wanna
cabin
have it
crew if you have
realistic,
any
so-
questions. To open the door, rotate the handle in the direction of the arrow marked on the door. Smoking and use of e-cigarette on board
Actually, we
is
can
strictly
do-
prohibited. Toilets are fitted with smoke detectors. It is an offense to tamper with them. In the event of a fall in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop automatically from the unit
So flight
above you.
controls
Place
are
the mask
checked,
over your
briefing is
nose and
confirmed,
mouth,
slap
tighten the
flaps
elastic band
15-15,
over your head,
performance
and
checked,
breathe
and
normally.
retake of
After
config
firmly
check,
securing your
transponder
own oxygen mask,
Cabin
please
is
attend to
not
children
yet
and
secured
others who might need
because
help.
access
Extra
required
oxygen
ignition
masks
as
are
required
provided for
and test.
infants.
So
Each seat is provided
can
with
go
a life
to
vest.
continuous
In
relight.
the unlikely event of an emergency evacuation
Can
over water, you will be
turn on the
instructed by
strobe
the
lights
crew to
auto yet
remove the
already?
life vest, slip it over your head, and secure the straps as demonstrated. To inflate the vest, pull down sharply on the red toggle in front. You can also inflate it by blowing
we
into
can
the
turn
red
on
tube
terrain
at the
radar
top.
as well.
Each vest has a light which is activated when the battery comes in contact
Although I
with
think
water.
the terrain
Life
radar
vest
is
should
not
be
really
inflated
working
only
here.
when instructed by the cabin crew or just before leaving the aircraft. Crew will provide infant life vest for babies if necessary. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing, please adopt the brace position as shown on the screen. Please study the safety briefing card which is provided for each seat. If you have any concerns, please call the cabin crew who will be happy to assist you. Please note that exit signs on this airplane utilize this green symbol to identify the exits. This green symbol with arrows indicates the direction to the exit. Locate the exits nearest to you using these green symbols. The nearest exit may be behind you. Thank you, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
देवियों सज्जनों, विमान के उड़ान भरने से पहले हम आपको इस विमान की उड़ान सुरक्षा संबंधी जानकारी देंगे। कृपया उड़ान सुरक्षा संबंधी इस वीडियो फिल्म को ध्यानपूर्वक देखें। मोबाइल फोन के प्रयोग।
Okay, let's do it like this. Air India 461, we are ready for departure.
Air India 461 with 200 degrees 07 knots, descending from the north, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 27, Air India 461. Okay. Continuous relight is on. Normally the announcement would come in Indian language, in Hindu I think it is, but yeah, takes too long. So, start the chrono. And takeoff flex set. Oh, yep, and I should set TARA. Oh, sorry. You never see that. There's the taxiway, so we go back onto the runway. There we go. Everything as planned. Wonderful. Okay, weave on and rotate. Positive rates, gear up. I have a strong crosswind here, I feel. Whoa, come on. Nav engage.
Air India 461, no further 87 and the monitor Unicorn 122.8.
Over to Unicorn 122.8. Thank you very much for the ATC. Have a great night. Bye-bye, Air India 461.
Air India 461, have a great flight. See you soon.
Go for profile. Autopilot is engaged. Gear lever off. Speed brake. We can select flaps 15.0. We go to auto, climb thrust. There is no further ATC for you.
All systems to be informed information it is now Charlie to net 1008.
So we set flight level 370. Takes some time here. To be honest, I have no idea. For the top of descent, I suggest you to enter something like flight level 150 over Lima Lima Hotel. And then it should be okay. Okay, so flaps up. The sun is coming in. We can release the cabin. go. Oh, beautiful sunrise here. You can see all the haze down here. I don't know, maybe it's clouds as well, but... and we're flying with the wonderful Air India into the sun, into the sky over India. And we're now on our way to Leh. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. I should fly more often here in India. So the aircraft will now increase its climb. We can turn off the ignition. Oh, well, leave the landing lights off now. Strobe lights can stay on auto, or we can just set it on. We turn on off terrain radar. We turn off the seatbelt signs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seat belt sign. For your continued safety, we would like you to keep your seat belt fastened at all times while seated.
And there we go. So let's see if I can find some Indian music. Let me see. Maybe there is something. Something like this maybe. Let's see. Alright, that's just a playlist. Indian chill. I'll just use it. I have no idea what to expect. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Okay, and see you later, Boris.
Mumbai Tower, Sadia 772, ready for push and start, Victor 12.
Sadia 772, clear home to start, southeast from taxiway hotel, clear at 108.
Push our approved base east on hotel, KH 1008, Sadia 772.
And on my B, maybe you should change back to Unicom. Okay, so actually, let me try to show you the approach. Oh no, not really, Drini. No, don't say that this happened. Actually, if you want to rejoin, you can either load your route again and then go back on air, or you can start a new flight. Let me check something. If you want to join me again, you can start from New Delhi. Yeah, see, I have like 600 miles to New Delhi. So actually, if you want to rejoin the flight, then you can do so. I can even tell you the time. Or maybe not. Oh, there we go. Or maybe I can't tell you the time. Oh, here it is. 02:15. So in actually about 2 hours and 15 I will be there. That would be actually a really long flight, wouldn't it? Yeah, not really. I think in about 1.5 hours I will be over New Delhi. So 1.5 hours I think should be enough, right? Okay, so let me try to show you the approach. The thing is the following. From Lelax, you receive radar vectors. Unfortunately, camera will not like that. Not mentioning that one crashing. Okay. Well, that's a pity, but nice screenshots there on the Discord. Just check them, looks really good. I don't know why, but I recently really like the Air India livery. It's really nice. However, so from Lilacs you normally would get radar vectors to the airport, and as there is no ATC coverage and no approach procedures, there are some points published here in SimBrief and also by Iveo, I think it is. So actually what we're gonna do is we follow the routing from Lilacs on a heading of 020 roughly, before we then join Le on a inbound radial of 334 roughly. And from Le we gonna go the visual approach, and I just hope that it's going to work, because yesterday I just followed the routing in VNav and I don't want to do that again. So yeah, we will tune in 115.7, which is the frequency of the VORD Le, and or maybe we will even fly. Then maybe we will even fly that via the FMC. I think it's not bad if we just enter Le for reference into the FMC. So let me see if this is star, airway, hold, new waypoint, progress. So I can't set fuel prediction 8.9. According to the flight plan, I should have 7.9. Okay, that's fine. The problem is I can't set a fixed point like I can in the modern Airbus here. No, I can't. Well, I could set it here to just double check. Yeah, 887 miles to go. Okay, optimum is 371 here, so that's what we actually are cruising at. Just turn off the music here a little, or turn the volume down here. Okay, okay, Drini, see you later. Yeah, you can just recheck my stream afterwards if how I did the approach, if it worked out in the end. Well, if you have downloaded the scenery from Flights MTO, that's the same I have as well. So I don't think that should be the problem. But well, of course it could be. Okay, but yeah, anyway, it sucks. But I wish you a pleasant evening then, and I hope to have you back in the next stream then. And yeah, if you want, you can always just check in the stream again, and maybe you're back for the landing in about 2 hours then. It's gonna be really interesting. Okay, so cabin altitude is 2580. It's 25. Why is the cabin altitude descending? 2570. We have to take care about that. Okay, well, it looks okay. Slightly going down. So pressure differential is okay. Slightly downwards here. That's not good. That's not good. We have to. The latest point at flight level 300, I have to double check, and it has to be higher than. Otherwise, we're really gonna get a problem here. Yep, you should definitely check the landing, and then later on also try it yourself for tomorrow. It's really interesting. Ah, now it's climbing again. Okay, perfect. Strobe lights, beacon light, runway turn-off lights can be turned off as well. Wing lights can be turned off as well. Seatbelt signs off. Okay, perfect. There's the sun coming in. And we can check the status page. Normal. Perfect. 2690, 27. Perfect. So everything is going well here for now. Top of the top of climb is coming in as well. I'm not sure, Boris, but what are you doing? Looks weird on the map. Are you sure you're going to fly the correct routing? I just checked the map and it doesn't look right what you're doing here. Nope, wrong direction, this one. Actually, why can I not use something from further behind? Oh, because... hello? Why can I not go closer to the window? No. Yeah, so here I'm close to the window. I can't get closer to the window. That's so weird. I'm stuck here every time. But I don't want to zoom in as well, but... that's weird. I can't get closer to the freaking window. Well, then I'll just leave it as it is. Whatever. 29,000 cabin altitude is now 3.8. Okay, now it's rising. Yeah, now it's perfect. 600 feet a minute. That's great. There is an aircraft. Maybe that's Boris here, turning to the right. I think he's not flying the correct way. Well, then maybe he has an emergency or something. There's another cloud down here, over the airport of Surat. Also a nice destination on the coast here. Really, really looking forward again to the approach. It's gonna be really, really interesting. So yesterday, as I just said, I messed it up completely. I was flying VNAV as long as possible, and then I totally fucked up the approach there. I had to go around twice because I was simply too fast. That's the problem. Because of the high altitude, I can't get the speed down. So yeah, I was just too fast. On the first approach I was too high and too fast. On the second one I was just too fast, and on the third one, well, I was too fast as well, but at least I was able to land it. Actually, the Indian scenery is really nice. It's really, really great. Also, I like the Air India livery.
कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, अब हम अपनी जलपान सेवा आरंभ कर रहे हैं। सभी यात्रियों से निवेदन है अपने स्थान पर लौट जाएं, कुर्सी की पीठ सीधी रखें और ट्रे टेबल्स खुली रखें। धन्यवाद। Ladies and gentlemen, as we're commencing with our beverage service, requesting all passengers to kindly return to their seats. Please keep your seat upright and tray tables open. Thank you.
Let me try something. Double check, 35,000 feet. Speed is nice. Routing is nice. Auto thrust, auto climb, nav engaged, standard pressure. Engines running smooth. Not really like the MD82. Cabin altitude is fine with 6,500 now. And touch and icing range, so we just have to take care if there are any clouds or something coming in, but there aren't. So I'm not quite sure how to turn on the weather radar here. Well, actually I know it, but I don't know if it's working. That's what I wanted to say. So weather radar turn on. Well, actually I can go there and then go to the max. So I don't think it's on. Well, it says tilt here, so it should be on, but I'm not sure. Yeah, and we're perfectly turning now. Actually, okay, so it's preset, because I can't get closer to this window here as well. Reset. Yay! Nope, that was not right. Have to do it again. There we go. Reset the view. Maybe even go a little bit further back. Oh no. Let's try it again, because I want to see somewhat more, you know, maybe like this. That looks better here. And the other side could even go a little bit further back here as well, maybe like this. Okay, perfect. Sadly, I have to terminate this flight. Okay, oh well, yeah, I totally understand that. Well, yeah, so we departed as 3, and I'm just approaching as 1, but yeah, thank you very much anyways for starting the flight. I hope next time it's going to be better. And if you can stay here in the stream for another hour, that is actually really nice. We're gonna have some cruising fun here together, and then later on for the approach, well, you might have to check that later on tomorrow, but I'm gonna tell you, it will be interesting, it will be difficult. And actually I'm really looking forward to that. I just like the difficult approaches here. Could have been a good approach for the MD82 as well. I don't know, I think there might even be an Indian airline with MD82 flying, so maybe we're gonna try that once again in the future. Yeah, unfortunately, it's quite late in the night in India right now, so that's why there will be no ATC online. But yeah, we still gonna enjoy it. And at least we're gonna have an interesting approach no matter what. Well, unless my simulator don't crash. You never know. Actually, I didn't know that India, I mean, I know that India is large, but I didn't know actually that it is this large. I mean, you can fly 2 hours and you're still in India and you maybe cross half the country. So yeah, cruising time is a little bit boring here, but well, I didn't want it to go just from, maybe I should have gone from Delhi only. Flight from Delhi is about 45 minutes. But yeah, I was just not sure if the preparation is enough. So if we're gonna have a look again on the charts, so basically I want to be at flight level 240 over Lilacs. Then I'm gonna start descent into the valley here, and gonna be at 16,000 feet over Leh. And from there on we continue our descent. We go over the runway here, over mountains. Here everything is covered with like mountaintops. So from Leh at flight level, we're at 16,000 feet, we're gonna descend to 13,000. And then in the turn here into to 12,000. Then target altitude is 11.5. And then we're gonna land. We can see here on the minimum safe altitude. We have a minimum safe altitude here of 23.4 and 24.4. So here at Lilacs we even have 25.4, I just noticed. So we really have to take care about the mountains there. But yeah. This one here, by the way, this airport is Srinagar, called Srinagar. Also very nice. Also a lot of high mountains around here, so aircrafts departing, they need to make a 360 turn to gain altitude before they leave the valley. Also very interesting. Might also be a very interesting destination for the future. Well, today this is where we're gonna go, and I really need to change the music here. I'm sorry, but it's let me see if this is any better here. It's called Indian Sun, but I don't think actually that it's, well, maybe some chill out music, dreamy music here. Yeah, so a very interesting approach we're gonna have here. I don't know how far, actually I could check that. So we're gonna fly to Lilacs, and then we have the top of descent. Oh yeah, and then we have fix 1, fix 2, Leh. So basically that should be fix 1, that one should be fix 2, then Leh, then we have fix 3, 4, 5 and 6. Yep, and then we have the approach. I don't know if it's worked out or if this gonna disappear later on. But yeah, we're gonna see. If I switch that to VOR, I can enter 115.7 already, which is Leh, and want to have a inbound course of 330. So we set that, and then we let the aircraft set the frequency by itself. Cabin altitude is now fine, 7,200, it looks good. Although, I don't really know how it's on real life. For the A320 and the 737, you have like a high altitude landing button or switch you have to turn. I don't have that here. Standby compass, emergency exit lights, manual pressure. So I could go with manual pressure, but I don't know if I have to take the cabin altitude into the yellow here, because I will get a warning. I tested it yesterday. I will get a warning, so even if I set landing elevation at 10,900 feet, I don't really know what the aircraft is going to do once we are approaching. And it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, here we have the GPWS warning systems on the pilot side as well, of course. Terrain mode, we will set that, and flap override if we do a flaps 2020 landing. What we're gonna do? We're gonna do a flaps 2020 landing. And we will also start the APU for the approach. And we're gonna use APU bleed, just so we have all the thrust available for the engines in case of go around. Yeah, and we have outside air temperature of -43, so we have no icing conditions anymore, because everything below -40, there will be no icing. So we have about 1.5 hours to go. Yeah, that's also in the overlay above the stream. So we just cruise along India here. Enjoy the music and the scenery, the landscape, the rivers. Later on the Himalaya, very scenic there. Yeah, it's just actually I typed in Indian music and then I received that, so I don't know what to expect, so I just keep it running, and whenever there's something I don't like, I continue. But yeah, you're right, the actual music is quite okay. So we have about 1 hour and 10 minutes for the top of descent. So today I really have to take care that I'm slow enough over late VOR, because otherwise if I don't get the speed down in time, I'm gonna be too fast again. And that's actually not too good. Also, the cabin is very nice here from the iniBuilds. I have this, this information display over here. Outside air temperature -40 degrees, altitude. That's really nice, actually. ETA 1 hour and 46 minutes. Can I click something here? No, I can't. So it's changing automatically. Altitude 37,005 feet. That's great. Really great. Yeah. 3 feet per minute. Okay, see you later, and yeah, enjoy your sleep. So we're gonna turn down the temperature in the cockpit a little bit as well, because it's a little bit Oops, it's a little bit hot here, I think. Bulk cargo, that's okay. Forward cockpit, yeah, that's what I wanted to have. Cabin is fine here. Center tank pumps are good. I can check what the fuel is doing. Fuel. Yeah, trim tank. I don't know what happens if I turn off the trim tanks. I think the trim tank, as I can see, the trim tank is not connected. So, center tank pump, oh, trim tank pump. If I turn them off, okay, so if both trim tank pumps off and trim tank not empty, trim tank mode forward. No, I don't want to use that. Trim tank isolation mode or forward. Okay. Well, we just leave it on then. I just thought maybe turn it off so they don't use it. I don't know. And there we go, just in the cruise. And we have some time left, so just enjoy the music and the view here, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
While I'm slowly heading back to my apartment, I'm not asking for your thoughts. I'm just thinking out loud in the darkness. There's no point 'cause we both know. From here there's nowhere to go. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see the dawn is coming just for you, for you. Times will come again when the wind is blowing in my direction. Still I can't ignore the pain. It's the only thing that tells me I'm breathing. I lost you from the start. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see the dawn is coming just for you.
I hope you didn't see my vacating of the runway, Travis.
I can see the dawn is coming just for
just wanted to test something. Maybe. Well, yeah, that happens if you know, look out, or actually, if you not look out the window and select something in the transponder area. But yeah, well, so be it. I mean, couldn't do anything against it. Good thing we are in the simulator, right? Well, actually, in the real world, nothing would have happened because, well, obviously, I had a co-pilot. And,
Lights falling too fast, I know if I'm ready. Your gleam is all I've got, so rise over my path, over my story. Show me which way to go, 'cause I don't know how to be sure. Indian sun, I walked across the mountains, over the hills of green, but I couldn't find you by the horizon. I guess you're beyond my reach. Lights falling too fast, I know if I'm ready. Your gleam is all I've got, so rise over my path, over my story. Show me which way to go, 'cause I don't know how to be sure. I don't know how to be sure. Ships from the south, storming along the shoreline. Those who arrived came in with nothing more than dreams of a brighter sun that could make their shadows run. All of their hopes were doomed, 'cause for us there shadows run. All of their hopes were doomed 'cause for us they're intruders, and all of their high thoughts about us were just illusions. They could not find a way into our closed hearts. So they're forced to crawl back into the dark. At this moment, no one can tell where we should go or who's coming. Thought we had it, the truth about our common soul, that it was fantasy, nothing to put belief in. As soon as we saw the ocean, we knew what we had become, defying our own emotion, pretending land was our own. Couldn't embrace the notion that we were meant for something more, something beautiful, something beautiful.
And the sun is coming into the window. Oh, you can't actually see it very nice because of the overlay, but it's really nice.
At this moment, it's time to tell where we should go. How can I be sure? Can we change it? The truth about our common soul. Say we know it's real, something to put belief in. As soon as we saw the ocean, I'm slowly heading back to my apartment. I'm not asking for your thoughts. I'm just thinking out loud in the darkness. There's no point 'cause we both know. From here there's nowhere to go. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see the dawn is coming just for you, for you, for you. Times will come again when the wind is blowing in my direction. Still I can't do nothing. It's the only thing that tells me I'm breathing. I lost you from the start. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see the dawn.
No, yeah, not really. No, we have about 1 hour and 10 minutes to land.
Someone said your heart is
Well, or let's say about maybe 1 hour 10. That's roughly okay.
and I can see the dawn is coming just for you.
It's a long flight today, 2 hours flight time. I thought that, as I said, new daily to let would have been maybe too short with just 40 minutes of flight, because I wanted to explain the approach a little bit. Although I noticed that it might be easier if I just show it how it's done. Well, actually, I don't really know how it's done. I'm just doing whatever I feel it, whatever I feel is right. So yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I know that feeling because I really like to fly from Vancouver, or actually I used to fly from Vancouver, but the problem is in Vancouver you basically have the same problem. Seattle is just like 10 minutes away, or maybe 15. Portland is not too far, but it's okay. And then you have Calgary and Edmonton with about 1 hour, and that's it. Everything else is like 2 hours flight time, so I stopped flying from Vancouver, so I absolutely know how it feels like if you're gonna depart Irkutsk and you just have, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours to any other destination. But still, you know, if you're just in there cruising, it's actually a really long time. Hey Boris, welcome back. Yeah, see you tomorrow and have a good night. Be sure to check out the landing later on. It's gonna be challenging. Have a good night. So we have about half an hour or maybe 20 minutes to New Delhi. Then we continue to the airport of Leh in the Himalaya. The closer we get, the more excited I get as well. It's because it's not only the approach is really difficult and challenging, but also the scenery is really great. It's just amazing to land in the mountains. So actually I should fly. I always say I should fly more often somewhere, but yeah, actually, I mean, the Himalaya is always really nice, no matter if you go to Kathmandu, which is, well, on the foot of the Himalaya, or if you go to like today, to Leh or to Paro. Also on the Chinese side, we had how was it called? Lhasa in Nepal. No matter where you are in the Himalaya, it's always nice to land there.
Ships from the south, storming along the shoreline. Those who arrived came here with nothing more than dreams of a brighter side that could make their shadows run. All of their hopes were doomed, 'cause for us they're intruders, and all of their high thoughts about us were just illusions. They could not find a way into our closed hearts. So they're forced to crawl back into the dark. We're full of doubt, scared of the constant line of those who arrive. Have already paid the highest price for a brighter sun that could make their shadows run. All of their hopes were doomed, 'cause for us they're intruders, and all of their high thoughts about us were just illusions.
I don't really think so, no. I don't really think so. When are they playing against each other? Is it today? I hope not. No, it's already too late, right? Yeah, it's too late already. And you can see the smog here coming on again. Smog and haze and clouds and everything above Delhi. Really, it's cold. How much degrees do you have currently? Top is in icing condition as well. Need to take care of them. So it's up here at flight level 370 where it's cold as well. Oh, I see. Well, wow, that's hard. My neighbors actually, their heating system is broken, so they have no hot water since I don't know, since I think it's about 3 weeks, and it will be repaired, or actually it will be looked at in about 2 weeks only. So it's also, but well, the temperature is okay. We have about, I know actually we have about 24 degrees today, so at least we're not freezing. But man, I wouldn't shower for like forever if I don't have a hot water, honestly. So we're doing now a right turn here at at Opigi, and then we're heading straight to New Delhi. From there on, it's just a 40 hours flight. Yeah, okay. So, but what I don't understand, you live in Moscow, right? I mean, that's capital, so why is your part separated from the hot water? For me, shower is very important.
Times will come again when the wind is blowing in my direction. Still, I can't ignore the pain. It's the only thing that tells me I'm breathing.
So the right turn is coming closer. What does, let me compare. The overlay says we are approaching in 56 minutes. So say Volanta, and let's see. Okay, nice. There is no timing. So it's, well, 3:05, right? 3:05. Yeah, so that's actually 1 hour and 5 minutes. Well, of course, it does have the routing there. Ah, okay, that's interesting. Never heard that before. At least they're doing it in the summer, right? Not in the winter. So we're getting closer, and it's not like I feel when we approach Paro. So a lot more relaxed actually. But yeah, it's still very exciting, especially because just yesterday I tried it for the first time, and it's so, I don't know. Even with the Iveo tutorial, it feels wrong when you approach, because you're so close to the mountains. So here you can see Denpasar. Is it Denpasar? DPN? Denpasar? Or is it another city in India? I'm so sorry. Should know that. I mean, it's called New Delhi, but is Denpasar and New Delhi the same? I mean, DPN. Oh God. Denpasar's on Bali, forget it. There is another name, is it? Or was it Mumbai? New Delhi? Is there another name for New Delhi? How could I mess up New Delhi with Denpasar? Well, of course, because of the VOR DPN, but God, that's so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. The reason behind is simple. Imagine some water tube was broken in the middle of winter, so the guys will repair it, of course, but it will take... Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. It's just prevention. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, oh my goodness, I can't get off of this. How can I mess up that? That's so embarrassing. Okay. Whatever. At least I can land the aircraft no matter where the Pazars. So let's see, what about the fuel? We're just passing Deepest now and we have 11.3 tons of fuel on board. And according to the flight plan, we shall have 11.3. Well, we are perfectly fine. Absolutely on plan. There we can see New Delhi, the cloud above the city. Or at least I think that should be it. Leaving the whole city without water is something out of mind from any point of view. Yeah, of course. So normally the city is divided into several parts and checks happen in different... Okay. That's really interesting. I mean, of course, Russia gets a lot colder than like Germany. But I've never heard that. I actually don't really know how Germany is doing that, because they definitely turn not off the hot water, so either they maintain it while it's running, or I don't know, or maybe they just wait until it breaks and just hope that nothing's going to happen. So I don't know, kind of weird, to be honest. I've never thought about that, but actually, of course, that's a good reason. Especially in areas where it gets cold, so you just cannot wait until I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks without hot water. So Delhi is coming closer and closer and closer, and so does the destination. That's actually nice that you can see the city because of the cloud here. I think it's not just haze, I think it's also like kind of smog, like from the cars and stuff. But it's I don't know if this is real, but you can see that like over the city there is this big cloud, while all the rest of the country is just clear skies. I thought about recording the landing, but I don't really know if I want to do that. Can you hear my cat in the background?
train just left this town. While I'm slowly heading back to my apartment, I'm not asking for your thoughts. I'm just thinking out loud in the darkness.
Passing Daily Airport in a few minutes. I think it should be down here somewhere.
From here there's nowhere to go. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see
Well, I don't know if they, like, you know, if they check the system, if they check the system while it's running, or if they never check it. I have no idea. Never heard that before, actually. So yeah, I think there are a lot of things you have I don't, or we don't. At least I think so. When I think there is nothing special like with the water user. Well, you know, for example, I don't know how it's in Russia, but in China, for example, the country is kind of separated in half. So the government turns on the heating system, which is centralized, and if you live south of this imaginary line, but you get like 5 degrees or minus 5 degrees in the winter, you just have no heating system because you live south of the imaginary line, and that's it. That's weird also. Yeah, and in the north, well, the government turns it on like at a fixed date, which of course can change every year, but the government decides, okay, from, I don't know, we turn on the heating system from the 15th of June, 15th of November, for example, and if you have like minus 5 degrees by the end of October, well, no way you can do. You can just turn on some jackets and stuff. Or you have to use your air conditioning system to heat up, which is of course very expensive. That is also weird, but it's typical in China and it's totally normal for them. So they just prepare and turn on some more clothings and stuff, and that's it. totally weird, is it? I live in a house. No, we have no central heating system. We just have normal heating system, so I can heat whenever I want. Like, for example, it can be 30 degrees outside, but I can still heat my room if I want to. And if I have the money for the energy prices. By the way, we're now overflying the airport of New Delhi down here. There it is. Hello. From now on, we have roughly, I think, like 45 minutes or so. Turning towards the final phase of the flight. Or maybe this is why you don't know this stuff. I'm living in a flat in our house, which consists of many flats, has a central heating system. Yeah, I actually, I mean, I live in the countryside, so there is, there are no big houses with more than, like, let's say 2 flats or something. In the city, of course, it's different, but also I have to say that, like, even in the city, we have, like, every house has its own heating system in the basement, so they can basically decide whether they want to turn on or off, but it's not centralized by the government. So it's only, like, if you want to turn it on, then you talk to your landlord, and maybe he just leave it on, but if not, and it's cold in, I don't know, September, you just give him a call and say, hey, turn on the heating, and he most likely will do that. And that's it, basically. So, now I have to have a look here on the approach. So according to the approach path here, I want to overfly waypoint 3 at 14,500. So I say at altitude 14,500. The transition altitude, by the way, is I don't know, 22,000 or something, or 24,000 feet. So yeah. And then I want to overfly LLH 16,000 at LLH. I know it's fixed 2. I want to have it like 16,000. Okay, there we go. I don't know. There might be a mistake now, because if I overfly Lelax plus at flight level 230 it's a 1. I want to be 23,000 at or above. Yeah, I think that's fine. But Lelax, well, whatever. Okay, tactical mode. Approach. We're gonna land at 2020, and we can set that already. 2020 mode. We have a wind correction of, I don't know. I give it like 5 knots. I have no idea. So let me see if this is. Oh yeah, okay, it's contemplating. So the approach will be actually 151. So that means that can I? Oh, okay, yeah, I can actually select that. So it's actually really fast, but I just don't want to do a flaps 30-40 landing because it's I need thrust to get out if I need to go around. So yeah, I have a house in a small village. We don't have heating system at all there. What we have is a rustic oven with wood. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice, Alex. I mean, it's not modern, of course, but you can, you know, I often like something like this where you can just relax, get off the modern future and just forget about everything which is kind of modern. So I guess you have to chop wood as well, which at least keeps you sporty. What do you mean, what? Cut wood? How much wood would a woodchuck... how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? There is this tongue twist. I mean, you have to cut wood, or at least you buy it, whatever, but... at least you could do it yourself. So, we're gonna do medium auto brake landing. We have a flaps 2020 landing, so this is prepared already. There is no descent checklist, is there? No, there is not. Okay. There is just this one. And there is also no landing calculation, as far as I know. Right, there's just a departure. Okay. Of course, I also have no idea about the current QNH. I have to take care about that, so I just press the magical B button. Normally you could just ask the ATC and check nearby weathers, but I don't really know how accurate this is, and well, we obviously don't have ATC, so I just press the magic button B, and the Himalaya is coming in sight. At least on my screen. I think on the stream it might be a little bit too small for you to see, but it is actually coming on the Himalaya. Very beautiful. Very nice looking. I'm not sure if I should record the landing or not. I mean, it would be really nice, but on the other hand, if I mess up again, I just have recorded something which is completely useless, right? Yeah, okay, so that's basically the same as we do here, of course. I mean, well, I think that's the same all over the world. Why should it be any different, right? Yeah, that's true. Well, I should definitely do that more often. I'm not sporty at all, so every time my father-in-law wants to cut the wood for his oven, I need to help him, and I hate it. Because it's like, I know, we're doing that for 6 hours or so, and after that, I have to stay at home for for 2 days because my whole body hurts.
While I'm slowly heading back to my apartment.
I have the impression that there is the same song over and over again, is it?
I'm just thinking out that
Let's turn on this one. We're getting closer to our top of descent as well. I now have to pay attention. Yeah, that's really nice. Unfortunately, I don't have it. I'm not like a fishing guy. I don't like. I mean, I love eating meat, but I hate killing animals. Or at least if I have to do it myself, like with fishing. But yeah. If you have your own garden with potatoes and salad and vegetables and stuff, that's not just nice. You not just have something to do then, but you also, I think it tastes better if you just, you know, make it yourself, so to say. Yeah, I know that problem. So, for now, I need to get back now into the cockpit, and let's see if I can see where the top of descent actually is, shortly after Lilacs. I'm not quite sure if this is gonna work out, but I feel it might be a little bit too late. Volanta at least tells me I need to descend a lot earlier. However, I don't think that it takes the altitude and the mountains into consideration. I think. And at LLH, I want to have actually 260 knots. It is, I know, at least speed 160. Because otherwise it's not gonna work out. It will definitely not work out if I have 260 knot at LLH. Definitely not. So according to the IVEO, I call it manual or tutorial, you should have full configuration already at LLH. and I feel that's, well, that is definitely earlier than what the FMC tells me to do. No, I don't. I'm just a guy for hotels.
Ladies and gentlemen, all passengers are kindly requested to return to their seat and please fasten your seatbelts. Refrain from using the lavatories now. There's an interruption in the service. The service will resume after the seatbelt sign is switched off. Thank you. कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, मौसम खराब होने के कारण सभी यात्री से निवेदन है अपने स्थान पर लौट जाएं और कुर्सी की पेटी बांध लें। कृपया इस समय शौचालय का प्रयोग न करें। मौसम खराब होने के कारण हमारी सेवाएं कुछ देर के लिए स्थगित कर दी गई हैं। सीट बेल्ट बांधने के संकेत बंद होने पर यह सेवा फिर से आरंभ की जाएगी। धन्यवाद।
Okay, you know what? I just record the landing. Maybe I do a video out of it if it's going to be good and if I have time to do the video. Actually, every time I record something, I just think, well, let's do a video out of it. It's just not working out in the end. Because I don't have time to do that. Use it, edit it and stuff. Yeah, and you can see how high the mountains already are. So actually, let's double check. Takeoff approach. So we have a V approach of 151. Landing weight is supposed to be 108 according to the FMC, and according to flight plan, it's 108.3. Well, 108.35. We have 108.6. That's fine. Let's see, what did I want to do? Oh yeah, I remember, fuel prediction. 8.1 at Le, and I should have 7.9, so actually the sim brief profile of the A310 is absolutely perfect. This is, I don't know how route reserve and extra time works, because I have 30 minutes of extra fuel on board. Don't know how this is working. So I want to cross. Let's double check the approach one. At or above flight level 230. Well, I don't know. Let's just do that. Relax, top descent, fix. So I want to have this at or above, like this. Actually, was that correct? Fix 4? Oh no, fix 4 is also... Eh? No, that's wrong. Well, I don't know. If I can't decide, I'll just leave it blank. So LLH at 160. Actually, where can I... minimum decision altitude. Oh, there is no information like in a modern Airbus about the QNH. Okay. I have to take care about that myself. So I have to press the B button after flight level 180, which is of course not correct, but there is no other way to, well, I mean, I could do it like this. I don't know. I don't know where it is, so I might have an idea. Idea. So the closest airport, maybe. What about here? Oh, nice. Okay, 1015 over here. Let me see. What does Volanta say? Okay, it's a little bit cheating, but we have minimum VFR currently, and we have 1021. 1021 is the local QNH. We have to tune in at flight level 225 then. That's really interesting. Do the constraint in. Yeah, you can see we're definitely in the Himalaya. No other large mountain areas that high. That's great. want to see. Let's see. 115. Why did it change? I want to have it 115.7. Yeah, I can't get it right now, but it will be. Hi Matt, welcome to the stream. Just in time for the descent and the landing. We have like 20 minutes to go. Maybe 30. Or maybe even more if I mess up the landing. So, let me double check here. Yeah, okay. So we have no high altitude landing button. And at Lelax I gonna start the replay. Or I start the recording, I should say. Okay, that's nice to hear. Getting closer to the top of descent, maybe just 10 minutes. Excited here, to be honest. So top of descent at 250 and we have 241 9 minutes. Yeah, so 10 minutes was just fine. Total out at air temperature is -14, so we really have to take care now about clouds and fog and stuff. Some icing might appear. So and after Lelax, I have to take care that the aircraft is still flying its route as it's supposed to be. We have the LLH DME inbound. Oh, hi Captain Kavu, welcome to the stream. Well, I hope so as well, but, well, actually yesterday it wasn't that good. I tested it yesterday, flew to the airport for the very first time and it was horrible. But it's definitely gonna be a very interesting approach. No matter if I have to go around or whatever happens, it's gonna be a very interesting approach. Okay, and let me double check the constraints here. 23,000 or above and 16, so I take 16,000 into the autopilot. We have altitude hold. Let's see, can I just get that little turn wheel to the left. Okay, let's do it like this. 16,000. Come on, 16,000. Did you see? No, I didn't, I think. So the first one I see is I'm expecting a great landing. Nothing else. Did you send any link? Yeah, thank you. Well, Paro was, I don't know. I think if I would go to Paro again, I don't think it would work out as it was this time. The thing here is, oh, that was Matt. Sorry, Matt. Well, I just saw your comment with the clothing with that outfit, but nothing past that. So Paro, yeah, actually worked out pretty well. I was surprised myself. This airport here is a little bit different because it's well, it is higher, of course. So Paro is at, I think, 7,300, while this one here is at 10,850. And the problem here I had yesterday was that I was just too fast and I couldn't get the speed down because the air was too thin, I guess. So today I really have to take care to get the speed down a lot earlier than usual. And another thing I'm worrying about is the, is the cabin altitude. Is it really that hot? I don't know. Because there is no high altitude landing button. High altitude landing button is not there, and the cabin pressure, so it says cabin altitude is right now at 7,000 feet, and I'm landing at 11,000 feet, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. But if I turn up the cabin altitude up to 10,000, that would not work as well. That's really weird, so I have no idea actually what is going to work and what not. So yeah, I just leave it as it is and just act as nothing is going to happen. Yeah, I got that, Matt. I got that. So descent, I don't know what the P here is, but descent is blue, so on land. We can turn on terrain radar already. Well, there's obviously no clouds, and weather radar is not working anyway, so we'll turn on terrain radar, which is also not working, but, well, I have it on, right? Interestingly enough, the flap, let's see, flap override, flap off. Okay, let's put it in, I don't know, maybe off? GPWS for, well, I keep it on norm, and let's just see what's going to happen. Okay. I don't know. It would, I think. So normally, if you're flying the PMDG or the Phoenix, they have, like in the Phoenix, for example, which is Airbus, well, obviously, they have, I think it's somewhere here, a high landing altitude button you have to switch, or you have to press, and then you can select a manual landing elevation or a manual cabin pressurization you want to have for the landing. However, this is not working here in this aircraft, or at least I don't know how it is working. Because I can, of course, auto pressurization rate. I can turn off everything and pressurize myself. So I can pressure myself. But as soon as I get in the yellows, it will turn on the alarm, and the problem with that is that I don't know how to turn it off. So, and also I don't know what this is here. Cabin pressurization off? I don't know. Oh, that's the pressurization. Okay, that's the pressure. Okay, got that. So I have no idea how this is working. Maybe I have to Google if like about the high altitude landings in an A310. We have master caution, cabin pressurization, rec 1 and 2 fold. Cabin pressure manual control. Yeah, I know. Clear that out and double check the status page. Rec 1 and 2 inob. Why? Okay, we'll just leave it on, but and you will see now we get the warning here. Get the warning here anytime soon. Let me quickly Google. Oh, and I wanted to turn on the recording, right? So let's do that. Okay, that's on. There we go. I just keep it on for a second. A310 Airbus high altitude landing. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing. So cabin X. Yeah. Okay. So I go back to normal. See, it's in the yellows, and it's immediately. So it's not working. I have no idea. So APU is running. We turn on the APU bleed because we're gonna need that. We go to continuous relight for the ignition. Cabin altitude should go back to normal now. And I also need to pay attention on the speed now. This is now very, very important. 290 knots. Actually, no, I want to be at 250. That would be better, I think. So we might have to extend the speed brake here a little bit, but yeah, whatever. So, okay.
May we have your attention, please? We will be landing shortly. Please keep your seat upright and seatbelt tightly fastened. Secure your tray table, footrest, and arm window unit and handset. As a safety precaution, passengers seated in the front row of each cabin are required to store their PTVs when instructed by the crew. Electronic equipment must be switched off now. The cabin crew will be securing the cabin and removing baby bassinets. Please ensure that arrival immigration cards are completed. We thank you for your continued support, and we hope you were able to spare your precious time in filling up the feedback form to help us to serve you better. We do look forward to having you on board again. Thank you. कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, कुछ देर में हम दिल्ली उतरेंगे. कृपया अपनी सीट सीधी कर लें और सीट बेल्ट कसकर बांध लें. ट्रे टेबल, फुटरेस्ट, एंड आर्म विंडो यूनिट हैंडसेट को नए स्थान पर रख दें. सुरक्षा की दृष्टि से प्रत्येक कैबिन की पहली पंक्ति में बैठे यात्रियों से अनुरोध है कि वह क्रू द्वारा निर्देश दिए जाने पर पीटीवी को उसके नए स्थान पर रख दें. अब इलेक्ट्रॉनिक उपकरण बंद कर दें. कैबिन क्रू कैबिन को व्यवस्थित करेंगे और शीशों के बैसिनेट हटाएंगे. कृपया आगमन इमिग्रेशन कार्ड पूरी तरह से भरें. आपके निरंतर सहयोग के लिए हम आपके आभारी हैं. हमें आशा है फीडबैक फॉर्म भरने के लिए आप अपना बहुमूल्य समय निकाल पाए होंगे. इससे हमें आपको बेहतर सेवाएं देने में मदद मिलती है. हमें विश्वास है कि भविष्य में भी आप हमें फिर सेवा का अवसर देंगे. धन्यवाद.
might be fine anyway. Okay, so there is actually a place we want to go. So let's turn off the music for now, and then I will also, let me see, turn off this one as well. Okay. So I didn't find anything here. Actually, what I don't understand is... Oh yeah, we're going correct. Okay, fine. So we have 27 miles to go to Le NDB. Yeah, and I don't understand why the terrain radar is not working. Maybe I have to tilt it down a little bit, but this is normally for the weather radar, which is, yeah, tilt 4.5, tilt 0 for the terrain. I don't know why this is not really working, but well. Okay, so sound is fine, I hope. You can hear everything. So let's advise the cabin that they prepare the cabin. And then let's turn on or get the landing lights extended. Let's double check. Tartan icing range, but there is no cloud, nothing, we don't need anti-ice. APU is running, APU bleed is on. By the way, do I have to turn packs off? If I have the bleed on, do I have to turn pack off? No. Cross bleed is on, bleed valve, no, I need that on. I don't want to have engine bleed on actually. Well, anyways. Okay. Seatbelt sensor on, landing light extend and center tank feeding, that's okay. LLH, we want to be at 16. That is okay. Speed of 250 is fine so far. And I want to go to, yeah, LLH 160. So basically the airport is, as far as I know, is over here. So we have to overfly these mountains back here. We have to overfly them and then turn here onto the final. And this is what is, well, yeah, difficult, so to say. Is there a GA mode? Cruise, climb, MCT, toga. Maybe I have to switch to toga. Well, let's leave it at auto. Auto should know when we have to turn, when we switch to toga mode. And the terrain radar, as I said, I'm wondering why it's not working, because it's iniBuilds working together with Zobo, so it's weird that it's not working. But, well, so be it. So 14,000. How can I go for? Like, is there? How can I set 14,500? Ah, okay, perfect. Descent. Yeah. So this is now the approach here. Coming closer to the airport. The airport is down here. I don't know if you can see it in the stream, but the airport is over here. There it is. And I'm really looking forward to that, guys, really. Oh, okay. So, there we go. Let's get the horizon into level. And then get over here and then screenshot. No, what this one do? Okay, there we go. Now we get closer here, and we can see we can still fly VNAV, but actually from LLH the latest, it should be, if I'm not mistaken, it should be manual flight, visual approach basically. So I'd say let's do that, right? So autopilot off. We keep the map open here, so we have a reference, and then we have to take care that we are not descending too fast. We can select flaps 15. Oh, and turn on head tracking. I mean, we're flying a visual, right? So, yeah. Okay, we're on track here. I should continue the descent. I keep the auto thrust on. Get the speed brake. Get the speed brake out. Oh, and I'm descending a little bit too fast here. It's so bright with the sun and the snow. The airport is down below us. So flaps 15, 15, and we can gear down. Down there is the airport. Okay, perfect. Still a little bit high though. Okay, and come on. Oh, speed brake is out. I didn't want to do that. Speed brake on. Okay, and we're in landing configuration. So landing checklist, landing gear is down, and we have 3 green and 3 green, all geared down, perfect. And we do the turn. Auto brake is armed and medium. Anti-skid is tested. Slats, flaps 2020, and spoilers are armed. Landing checklist is completed. So we have a target altitude now of 11,500 feet. I can actually go on FPV. And let's say speed is going down to 151. Which is then the final approach speed. There is the airport. And in case of a go around, of course, we just fly over here. Well, it is easier than I thought, and it is definitely easier than yesterday if you have already done it at least once. The most important part is keep the speed down. Keep your altitude in the eye, because you can see the runway is back there, and yeah, I think that's coming good. Okay, yeah, sync rate call out. There's the runway. We are a little bit high though. Need to get further down. Auto thrust off. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. reverse thrust, speed brake. $80 knots. Manual braking, reverse is off, 60 knots. Well, that was easier than I thought. Oh, and of course, again, I didn't turn on the landing lights here. Why do I keep forgetting that? Okay, and we're gonna vacate here. I think that should be Bravo. Thank you. Thank you. So, okay, to clean up. Oh, actually, the QNH was different. Yeah, temperature high of the brakes. Turn on the brake fans here. Okay, flaps are up. APU still running. Engine start can be turned off again. We have to keep an eye on the wheels here. Oh, should not stop here. Keep that off. Okay. Terrain, come on. Terrain radar off. Come on. We need a lot of engine thrust here. A lot of engine thrust here because the air is so thin. I'm really looking forward to the replay there. Actually, it went better than I thought, and it's not as difficult as Paro, I have to admit. Take the second one here to the left. Okay. So we're there. Parking brake is set. APU is on. APU generator, yeah, is on as well. And we can get rid of the engines. Yeah, we can see the APU generator is kicking in, and then we're gonna go. Okay, we're below 20%. Beacon light is off. Strobe lights can be turned off completely, and get the chocks in. Come on, chocks in, so we can release the parking brake, and that's it. Welcome to Le. Landing rate was 74 feet per minute plus because of the high altitude. And so stop the recording. Okay, there we go. So La Paz. Oh wow, it's 13,000. Yeah, maybe I should do that with the A320 then. Okay. Yeah, actually, I write it down my list. Maybe I'm gonna do a flight there. Could be really interesting, but for now, first of all, I'm gonna save approach into Le Airport. Okay, saving, and we have a nice continuous descent profile. That's really good. And okay, I haven't the engine started, so I hope everything's going to work still. But let's go for the replay. So, yeah, hydraulic is of course off. Cabin pressure is of course wrong. But yeah, I just want to have a look on the approach there. There we go. Well, actually yesterday it was a lot more difficult. I don't know, most likely because I was too fast, I guess. Because I came into conflict with these mountains, or let's say it was very close to get into conflict with the mountains, while this time I had the speed down at 160 knots, and the turn was absolutely fine, so there was no problem at all. So yeah, sorry, what is the problem? Hydraulic low pressure land ASAP dual hydraulic system low pressure. Can I just... Engine 1 failure, engine 2 failure. Yeah, I might do a video out of it if I find the time for it. It's really nice. So let's see how I did the touchdown. I felt like I came in a little bit too low, actually. Where you can see here is a small top of the hill, so it tells me 50. Why is... Oh yeah, too low flaps because I didn't turn the switch. Well, yeah, that was nice, I say. That was nice. Yeah, the speed brakes coming up. Reverse, of course, is not working. Oh yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Okay, so what I gonna do next is okay. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. Okay, perfect. So I go to pause. Go to pause. And now let's have a look on the landing. So here was the touchdown, so we just position ourselves here. That might be a little bit too slow though. Okay. And now let's get the aircraft back and zoom in a little bit further. Like this maybe. Or maybe even further. Okay, and let's resume. Let's see if this is worth a video. Well, this beeping noise is really annoying, isn't it? Oh, and by the way, while we're there...
May we have your attention, please? Welcome. Please remain seated and do not open the overhead bins until the seatbelt sign is switched off. Passengers with pre-booked wheelchairs are requested to please be seated, and you will be assisted after all the passengers deplane.
Yeah, I really came in a little bit
You may
low.
use your mobile phones now. Passengers in the forward section are requested to deplane first. Before deplaning, please make sure to collect all your valuables and belongings like mobile phones, spectacles, books, carry bags, etc. On behalf of Air India, a member of Star Alliance, Captain and the crew take this opportunity to thank you for making Air India the airline of your choice. We look forward to the pleasure of flying you again. Thank you. Namaskar. कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, सभी का स्वागत है। सीट बेल्ट बांधने के संकेत रहने तक कृपया अपनी सीट पर ही बैठे रहें और सीट के ऊपर बने सामान कक्ष न खोलें। जिन यात्रियों ने पहले से ही व्हीलचेयर की बुकिंग कराई है,
that was it for today, guys. Tomorrow I don't have to work, so I plan on streaming again. I just have to double check and clarify with my wife. But I hope and think that it shouldn't be a problem. So I might stream them tomorrow as well. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning in for this flight late in the European evening. And I really enjoyed it. Really nice flight. And yeah. Oh, that's a good question. That is indeed a good question. I don't know. I have no idea. I think maybe something around. So either I do it in midday, so which will be something at 10 Zulu or maybe 12 Zulu, or I will do it in the evening, which then might be something around 1600 Zulu. Something around that, I guess. Well, it depends a little bit on the destination I choose. So if I do the Hawaii Southwest Ops, or if I do the La Paz flight, of course I just like to fly real time, so that of course would then be later in the day. Maybe I do 2 streams, I have no idea at all. I keep you updated in the Discord channel, that definitely, as soon as I know anything. But yeah, I think it's the earliest would be like, I have no idea. The earliest is 10 Zulu, but we will see. Depends on the destination, of course. Okay, so thank you very much, guys, for being here, and I will lock myself off now while we're parking here at the gate. And I thank you for being here, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, the approach. Something different, a very interesting approach, and destination here at the high altitude. And yep, so that was it from my side. Thank you very much, goodbye, enjoy your evening, and if my wife allows it, then we're gonna see each other or hear each other tomorrow. And then up to then, enjoy your evening, bye bye.
Smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every